Hello, everyone. How are you? Are you live with me? Yes. It's a very special day today. It is Liberation Day. Type in the chat if you know what Liberation Day is. Type in the chat if you know what Liberation Day is. Wolfius here says, time for world to say uncle. Time for the world to say uncle. And I know what he's referring to. He's referring to Uncle Trump. So in today's show, I'm going to explain to you what Liberation Day even is, because I imagine a lot of you don't know what it is. I will also tell you why this Liberation Day, which is linked to the Trump tariffs, and I can show you here on CNBC, Trump tariff announcement at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So that is going to be in an hour here in San Antonio, and that's 4 p.m. Eastern time, right? Did I get that right? No, probably not. But in 1 hour, okay? In 1 hour, you will see the markets move a lot, and I think we can make a lot of money today. And I'll show you how I plan on trading, what I've prepared for trading. But first, let's understand why it is important, okay? Why very soon we might have the world called Trump, Uncle Trump. If that sounds good to you, give me a like, subscribe. I need more subscribers. You have to subscribe and also share this stream with someone you believe can benefit from it. All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so let's first understand what Liberation Day is all about. Liberation Day refers to April 2nd of this year, so today. And essentially, what it is about is that President Trump and his government have decided, as so often, but today it's actually going to happen, have decided to put pretty hefty tariffs on a lot of countries throughout the world. And the reason that is important is because for the longest time, and I haven't been able to fact check all of this, but the sources that I listen to say so, and I think they are right. For the longest time, a lot of countries throughout the world have taxed the United States on what they sent into their countries. For instance, Europe, China, Mexico, a lot of merchandise that the United States sends to these countries is very highly taxed there because that protects their markets. And one thing you need to know is that the US is the biggest consumer worldwide, right? And when the US has a trade deficit with certain countries, then that means that these countries make a lot of money based on these tariffs. And according to my research, this is for the first time in history that this tariff situation, or in a long, long time, this tariff situation is adjusted to a level where it is fair to the United States. And that is very likely going to create a little bit of short-term pain here in the US. But in the long run, it will put the United States in a position where the money that is spent within the US is not primarily fueled by the government paying for artificially created needs, but consumers actually spending on goods that are produced here in the United States. At least that is the plan, and I think it will play out. One of the big industry sectors where everybody's talking about it, of course, is automobiles. If you have followed the news recently, automobiles that we import into the US are now highly taxed, which is, of course, very favorable for cars that are produced here in the US. And of course, one of those manufacturers is Tesla. So Tesla is going to benefit a lot from this rule, this new tariff rule, which is why a lot of traders and investors look at the Tesla stock as well. So we have David Vogel with us. Good afternoon, David. You are knowledgeable in the solar panel industry, and the solar panels have seen a similar fate a few years ago, where the market needed to be protected for solar panels produced here inside of the US, which ultimately was a good thing for the solar panel industry in the US. So all of that to say that today is a big, big day. If you look at CNBC, as you can see, all the smart people, we have Jeremy Siegel here from the Wharton School talking about the tariffs and what that will do to the markets today. And Trump was very smart in a way. He picked for the official announcement to be released after the stock exchange closes in New York. That means that the only place where the market can react to the news, whether they are bullish or bearish, is going to be crypto, which is why in less than an hour, I will be trading crypto. I will be focusing on intraday trades today, trades that I close possibly within minutes or a few hours. And I intend to make a good amount of money today, and I'll share with you what I plan on doing. If that sounds good to you, again, give me a like. Also, for those of you who are interested in crypto, they know they need to start looking into that world. And they know today is not for me, but I do believe that Bitcoin is on the path of really becoming a very important aspect in world finances. I have here under this crypto.lifestyle address, which is an address you can type into your browser. I have a video that if you give me your information, it shows you how you can start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. It's very beginner friendly as well. So that's what you can do if you are absolutely new to trading, to actually Bitcoin traders. If you are interested in trading, actually sign up for the newsletter as well, which happens when you go to crypto.lifestyle, because in a week I will have a 2-day boot camp, 5 hours per day, where you and I would be live on a Zoom call and I teach you everything I know. If you want to have access to that, sign up to the newsletter, look for the welcome email and reply to it. You need to get a link for that. Okay, so as always, let's look at the charts because I want you to know what I have in mind today. And I will say, a lot of people say that Liberation Day, which is what we call today, the day America liberates itself from the unjust tariff system, right? At least that's how it's being portrayed. Liberation Day might be, according to some crypto influencers, one of the biggest dates in recent years for especially those who are interested in trading the markets. So as always, let's look at the charts. I'm going to bring them up now so you can know what I will be doing here today, what I'm planning on doing as soon as I stop this live stream with you. I'm going to trade. So what you always want to do is you want to look at the overall situation. And what I have here, I'm going to put away the Fibonacci levels. Basically, this is the total crypto market cap, and this is on a 4-hour time frame. So what you can see is that essentially we are at a very interesting spot, because since the middle of January, we've been on a downward trajectory, as you can see with this diagonal. So today, we can the market can react in either one way. And I don't know what the way is, by the way, but it can one thing is for sure, it's going to be very volatile. And volatility is good for traders. So it can either pump up or it can fall further down, right? So this is the crypto market cap. And what's very interesting is that we are in a situation on the 4-hour time frame where this trend line is either confirmed soon or broken. Now, what would a confirmation look like? A confirmation would look like this. Where did I go with my little pencil here? So a confirmation would look like this. We would break out of this trend, and then we would, typically, I would say we would reject from this level. We would reject, and I would short at least down until here. But today, because of the news, if the market starts to pump, I think is going to be very possible that we will turn this level into support. And we would see that at the moment where this price here is also reclaimed, this is where I really start getting bullish, because if this happens, then I believe that we will easily pump to here. And here we'll probably reject, but I'm looking for this move here. I'm looking for this move. If the market decides to turn bearish, what might happen is we break the trend and then we reject here, right? Which is why it's very important to be patient and see what will happen at this level. It's very, very important to not be impatient in trading. You always want to see, is the trend broken? Yes. And now what happens here in this hot zone, this zone of interest? Is there a case where we flip this level into support, or we confirm it at resistance as a resistance? If it is support, we likely will go to here. If it is resistance, we will come back to at least, I would say, here. Okay. So either way is money to be made. Here you long the market, and here you short the market, if you know what that means. So that's the total crypto market cap. And what I will trade today is likely the Solana coin. And I'm going to tell you why. So if we look at the Solana coin, the reason I like to trade it today is because if you look at a very high time frame of Solana, I'm going to go to a daily time frame, you can see that Solana sits at a long-term, let me bring this, okay, like so. This level here is really a long-term support. I mean, when was this in? So March 24. So that's over a year, right? Roughly a year. This is support for Solana. So that tells me if today Solana decides to pump, it will really pump, right? And if it decides to lose this level, then Solana will be in a free fall, and we might actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Solana fell to this level, which is around 77. Okay, and then here definitely that would be a huge buying the dip opportunity. So what am I looking for today? If we pump, definitely, and let me zoom in here a little bit. What I have marked is the green level here is more important for like a short-term, like a short-term trade, short-term level. But the red levels are really major levels. If they are turned into support, respectively, they act as resistance that are strong. Those would be strong signals, right? So in a first, as a first scalp, if you will, going back to go to the hourly view, as a first scalp, what I will be looking for on Solana is the following. I will see, in the case of bullish momentum, I will see, will it turn this level here around 137? Will it reclaim that? And will it continue going up? I'm going to be in. I'm going to start paying attention here. What's going to happen? I'm probably not. Maybe I will go for a quick scalp trade here. Okay, maybe. But I also might be patient and really look what happens around 147, right? What happens here? Is this going to be a rejection zone? Then I will short, because we will very likely go back down here. If this turns out to be support, then I think it will go easily onto 164-ish. And so I'll go long here. So that's essentially what you do. You have your game plan, and you understand that it's a very volatile day. Very volatile day. You don't trade with a lot of money today, because it can wreck you, okay? Because these days where you have the news like that releasing after the stock market, and the only way for traders to express themselves is in crypto, it can become absolutely crazy. So that is if you are a trader. I'm speaking to the traders here. If you're an investor right now, you probably will just sit on your hands and see what's going to happen, right? Specifically, if you're investing long term, focus on Bitcoin, okay? And on Bitcoin, it has had a little bit of a pump here today, as you can see. But on Bitcoin, I would go and zoom out to the high time frame. So on Bitcoin, I would most definitely wait to see, will we be able to reclaim here? See, this is the 618 Fibonacci, which is an important one. So will we be able to reclaim the 618? So 93,000, let's see, 96,000, okay, and build some support here. Don't go in immediately. We need some days where support forms, and then I believe we can go and finally continue this bull run. But this here might take a few days. I mean, today, it's hard to know. Anything can happen today. If the market turns bearish today, I wouldn't be surprised, and it's very, very possible that it rejects here, and then it goes down to 68, 70,000-ish. So this would be a buy zone, okay? This would be a buy zone for investors. Support is confirmed, and this would be a buy zone for investors. Support is confirmed. So as investors, you don't have to be in a rush, because even if price like comes down here, and then it spikes up a little bit. Usually, these things go in zigzags. So you always have an opportunity to buy the dip. Maybe not at the lowest price, but at a confirmed trend. Okay. So this is what you look for on Bitcoin as an investor. So yeah, that's my plan today. Put your questions, comments, concerns in the chat if you have any. I want to definitely see if I can answer you. But that's essentially the most important aspect to understand. It's a huge day geopolitically, because those tariffs will impact the world. Those tariffs will impact the United States. As you know, one of the goals of President Trump is to refinance the United States debt, and that debt is cheaper to refinance when interest rates are low. And the authority in interest rates is not the president, it's the Fed, represented by Jerome Powell. And the Fed will only lower interest rates when the market is in distress. And one way of putting the market in distress is by causing a lot of insecurities with tariffs, which, according to experts I've been listening to, is essentially the White House's plan, is to cause this uncertainty in the market, so that when the markets are uncertain because of the tariffs, then manufacturers, employers, and high net individuals, they are very hesitant with their investments. They won't create new jobs. They won't build that new facility, and they won't make that new investment. They won't hire on more people. And then that puts pressure on the markets, on the economy, of course. And then that could force the hand of the Fed and decrease interest rates. It's a very high level chess game that I believe the president will win. And according to the experts I've been listening to, the White House thinks or says, unofficially, of course, that in the third quarter of this year, they are planning kind of to ease everything up, because that's how long they want to keep the uncertainty. Whether that is true or not is hard to say. It's very interesting, and the truth is, as a day trader, you don't really have to worry about it, because as a day trader, you just look at what is the general trend. Is it going down or up? And then you place your bets with the trend whenever certain levels have been reached, as I've just shown. As a long-term investor, you do have to pay attention to those things. One thing that is for sure to me is that Bitcoin is here to stay as one of the staples in long-term reserves. Countries, nation states, and companies are all prepping themselves to put Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and you should do that as well. No financial advice given. I'm not certified to do that, but in my opinion, we have the amazing opportunity to be amongst a group of people that are alive at a time where the foundation of the future financial system is led. It's based on the blockchain, it's based on crypto, it's based on stable coins. And you are here now watching this live feed, and you get a chance to preemptively prepare yourself for this. So whether you want to go all in and be a trader, or just start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, I think you should at least do something. And you can start your journey with just dollar cost averaging. That is something everybody can do. People will ask me, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how much Bitcoin to buy. I don't know where to buy it. And that's what I have tried to solve. If you go to crypto.lifestyle, the welcome email contains a link that shows a beginner-friendly way of starting your dollar cost averaging journey. For everyone else who says, I do want to look a little bit at investing or possibly even day trading, I also have an option for you. I mentioned the 2-day boot camp that is only available to people who have joined my emailing list. But the next cohort starts in exactly a week, and I need you to basically join the email list, respond to the welcome email, and ask for the link for the cohort. It's not for free, but I'll tell you exactly what it entails if you are interested. Yeah, so what else? This weekend, actually, I'm flying to Montreal. Is part of my crypto lifestyle. I'm going there for a mastermind. It's very important for entrepreneurs. And as you know, I'm not only a trader and investor, I'm also an entrepreneur, which actually comes in very handy because it helps me be a well-rounded individual. So that's what I'll do this weekend. Then I'll come back. I'll just be there for a weekend. Then I'll come back to San Antonio. So put in your questions and comments into the chat, please. If you want to ask anything else, I'm happy to answer you. If not, I'm going to prepare myself for this in about half an hour, this very likely crazy time on the markets trading. If you're seeing this and you are not a subscriber of mine yet, please help me by subscribing. Also, hit that like button. I'm very happy it's 31 of you with me, and that's really cool. And you've stuck around, so awesome. Okay, I don't see anything else popping up, which is okay. Let me just bring back my graphic that I did here. This is Sora, by the way. For those of you who don't know what Sora is ChatGPT's way of generating video for you. And I basically told it, create a visual that I can use on the stream. And as you can see, it doesn't get the spelling just right yet, but everything else is actually quite cool. So for those of you interested in how to do that, check out Sora. All right, that's it for now. I don't see anything else. Thank you for your time. Hopefully that was helpful to you, and some of you may even try their hand at trading. As I told you earlier, there's always the opportunity for you to trade with other people's money. If you don't know how to do that, go and look at a platform called Bitfunded, Bitfunded, and they let you prove that you are worthy trading with other people's money by passing 2 test phases. And once you've passed those phases, then you are given money, other people's money. So that's definitely a way for you to try your hand at trading if you think you got what it takes. You got what it takes. All right. Thank you for being here with me today. I'll see you very, very soon, probably tomorrow on this channel. And hopefully I can report that I made loads of money today. That's it for now. Thank you. Stay safe and bye-bye.